Shalom, Yahabashim Mashai Brakathum to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Bashim Yahushai. To the sisters, I am priest and officer Gabaramath, ISUPK, Connecticut. We are ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana since 1969. The ISUPK has been teaching so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians their true culture and heritage, that we are the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. We are not black. We are not brown. We are not any color range. We are not Negroes. We are not Indians. We are none of those things. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. And our oppressor since 1969 has been exposed. And what does oppressor mean? Oppressor means liar or deceiver. All right. So if you bear with me while I put some things into the chat. Again, don't just peer in through the outside. Come in. Come into the class. Don't just peer in and sit there for a while and bounce out and come back and all that business. If you're gonna watch, watch. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna attend class, man. Never hurt. Knowledge never hurts. You know what I'm saying? It always improves. Seek and ye shall find. Right? Just bear with me. I'm gonna put up an attendance sheet. Sign in. If you are in Connecticut and in need of counsel, if you're in need of some answers to your questions, any question whatsoever having to do with the Bible, give us a call, 203-548-0040. Again, that's 203-548-0040. Again, if you have any questions, if you're going through something and you need counsel because you don't know where to turn, all right, your brothers are here to help you out. Your brothers are here to lend you wisdom that the Bible offers, and not that tainted mess that a pastor or reverend gives from the church. All right, it's not going to be that. It's going to be right and exact to the Bible and what the Bible says. You understand? Without emotion, it's going to be solutions. All right, again, that number here in Connecticut is 203-548-0040. In the chat on Facebook and on YouTube, I will put in the website, isupk.com. Again, that's isupk.com. If you are not in Connecticut and in need of those things that I just mentioned, need of counsel, if you have any questions, if you're just curious as to what ISUPK is about, again, give us a call. We welcome questions. All right. Again, bear with me a few moments while I just finish this up. The water. While I do this, Shalom Yipashayara. Shalom Labab on Yumyan. While I do this, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You have a comment, go ahead, throw it in. Positive or negative. It's all good. It's all gravy. Trubatamak. Shalom. Yahabashim Brakatah. Trubatamak's in the house. All right. Salakia. The attendance sheets are going to be up in Spanish and in English. If the link is not working, actually, regardless of whether or not the link works, just type in the chat, all right, and sign in through the chat. That is a good backup. All right, almost there. Salaki, I'm also checking to make sure that we can be seen on both platforms. Just bear with me. Hmm. Salaki. Salaki. All right. Shalom, Yabashima Shabrakata, Chubatama. All righty, let's get it going. Let's rock and roll here. Let's see. Stability for the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is only found in the Bible and ISUPK. And today, this is part 5 of that. We've added not Esau's holidays as well, because today is one of Esau's holidays, as opposed to our holy days. All right. What is today? Today is so-called Columbus Day, the day to commemorate Cristobal Colon, or Christopher Columbus, or the other two aliases that he's known by, which are not important. But today is the day that America commemorates the rape, thievery, and pillaging of the peoples of the Canary Islands. Now, Columbus Day is not as celebrated as it's been in the past. It's been exposed for what it is, quite literally exposed for what it is, the genocide of a people, of our people, by the way. Um, and it is not as celebrated. Some people did have it off today. I know schools still let out, but many people who work still have to participate in going to work. It's not a day you can get off anymore. When I was younger, and I'm in my late 40s now. When I was younger, everyone had it off. But like I said, since the 90s, there's been a lot of negative exposure having to do with um, the fact that it is a day of genocide, and not something that is to be celebrated by many. There we go. All right. Yapashayara.
Okay.
Let's talk about America's holidays as opposed to the holy days that we're supposed to celebrate. Give me Amos 5 and 21. The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. Actually, let's start at 20. Let us start at 20. Salakia. $14.
5 and 14.
Start at 14, because we are in a time now where we're to remember to pull the scripture first and then right, okay?
Okay.
We're in a time where the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian should be seeking out the Lord. Now, many of us are seeking God and something greater than ourselves, but many of us are not, all right? And many of us are seeking the wrong things. It's if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, it's in your spirit to be spiritual. It's just it's how we're made. You understand? But again, if you're not seeking after the right things, that is the problem. And what is right, what is righteous is in the Bible. Give me Amos 5 and 14.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Seek good.
Seek what?
Seek good.
We have to seek good things. Go ahead.
And not evil.
And not evil. Guess what's coming? Halloween. Halloween is evil. Columbus Day is evil. Why? Because of the history behind it. Because of the truth behind it. That's what makes it evil. A man came with other men, right? And found a people that were trusting and took advantage of that people. Cut off their hands, fed them to dogs, did so many abominable things to those people, right? That's what that day commemorates. And the Bible says, buildeth, what does that say? Buildeth not a town, buildeth, let's get that. Let me find that real quick. Give me Habakkuk. You're going to hold that now. Give me Habakkuk 2 and 12.
Okay.
Habakkuk 2 and 12. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Go ahead.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town.
Woe to him. Read that again.
Woe to him.
Woe. What does woe mean? Woe means destruction or death. Okay, keep going.
That buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Woe to all of our oppressors that have come here and kept the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian from building the glorious cities and towns that we are capable of. Woe to him that keeps us in the ghettos of America. You understand? Always snatching at the crumbs. Woe to him, because he buildeth a city with blood, man. The blood of our ancestors is running through this earth, man, and is still being shed by the so-called police, right? the guards of the buildings. That's what they are. They guard the property of the oppressor, right? And when they're feeling frisky and they're feeling bored and they just have an attitude because they're sick of their wives or their children get on their nerves, they take that hate and they go to work and they take it out on who? The so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You understand? They might take it out on their own people every once in a while. But for the most part, they'll take it out on you. And guess what media will do? Guess what the the machine that is the media will do? They'll perpetuate the vision of your death for months on television, on radio, on YouTube, on Facebook. They'll make it a conversation and they'll cause that conversation to last just long enough that you can't say it wasn't talked about, but not long enough to where everyone will forget 5 minutes later. Because that's what happens to our people. We are forgotten about. Okay? Every time one of our brothers dies, the only ones who keep the memory of our brothers alive is the ISUPK and our sisters. Our sisters are getting bucked down just the same way. Our sisters are going missing by the hundreds. By the hundreds. Right? In mid states and eastern states and western states and Alaska. You understand? In the Caribbean, our sisters are being found dismembered, with organs taken out, or not found at all. You understand? Read that one more time from the beginning.
Claro can. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Keep going.
And established a city by iniquity.
Establisheth a city by iniquity, by sin, by what the Bible is against, by what God is against. Woe, destruction to you who wants to do the opposite of what God wants and shed the blood of innocent people, man. Oh, to be a murderer. You understand? And what this time of year represents too, with Halloween especially, is you have a glorification of gore, a glorification of murder, right? I was on Facebook earlier and someone decorated their house supposedly well for Halloween. And what was it? It was a depiction of someone with a sword through the back of their head on the roof, hanging down with fake blood everywhere. And then on the ground was a depiction of someone who's had a safe dropped on their head, and there's blood all over the place. That is what Halloween's about, man. Blood and gore and murder and mayhem, which is witchcraft. That's witchcraft. Now imagine your child never knowing these things, right? And once a year they get to explore that darkness. How damaging is that for the psyche of, I don't even care about the oppressor, but our people. You wonder why our people are so violent. Because we've participated in the culture of our oppressor, man. That's not our thing to celebrate blood and gore and guts. You know what I'm saying? To celebrate Samhain, you know what I'm saying? That is, the gate is open to the other side. The gate is open. And our ancestors are peeking through. The veil is thin. Man, please. Give all that foolishness up, man. And seek ye the Lord. Okay? Come out of sin. All right? We have bigger things to worry about than the foolishness of our oppressor and his stark imagination. And even if the veil was thin, who cares? Who made the veil? Who made everything on this earth, man? We got to come back to the Creator, man, and stop focusing on every aspect, every small thing of the creation. Because that's what that is, isn't it? Aren't you What you know what I'm saying? When you go into astrology, you know what I'm saying, and you go into the zodiac and you go into all these different aspects, right, of the larger whole, what are you seeking out, man? You're not seeking the Lord. You're seeking what He's created, man. You're seeking the tables and the different measuring tools for the seasons. That's what you're seeking out, man. And doesn't that make you foolish in a way? Listen, man, we got to come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, man. And again, woe to him that builds a city with blood. Woe to Christopher Columbus, man. Woe to him. And this and the commemoration of his day, destruction to it, man. Let it go away forever. And let it be a glimpse of a memory, not even a memory, right? Something that you have to open a book to find. Let it be that. Let's go back to Amos
Okay.
and start at 14 again. And let's keep going.
Okay.
When you have it, just start reading.
Okay.
Nice and loud.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Seek good.
Seek what?
Seek good.
We got to seek good. Again, if you're seeking Halloween, that's not good. That's evil. That's bad. That's sin. That's imagination. That's especially here in the Northeast, man. You got all these different fairs, like the Renaissance Fair and all these different things, where people are allowed to dibble and dabble in witchcraft, and they don't even know it. They don't even know sometimes that they're dealing with witchcraft. If you celebrate Halloween in any way, then you are dealing with witchcraft. Keep going.
Okay. That ye may live.
Salakia. And that goes for Valentine's Day as well. That's witchcraft too, man. You know what I'm saying? The day of lovers. No, man, listen. 365 days and a leap year. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Duty. Every single day should be the day that you celebrate your loved ones. There shouldn't be one specific day where you supposedly are going to show the love. You should be showing your love like a duty every single day, man. And it's painful, it's not glorious. It's glorious, and sometimes it's pleasant, but a lot of times it's not. When you got to put up with your loved one and the fact that that some days you feel more loved than others, man. That is duty, right? These hyper inflated days of worship of your loved one, no, it's not good. Keep going.
Okay. And so the Most High, the powers of hosts.
And do what?
Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the powers, the Most High of hosts, shall be with you.
No, Salakia. And so the Most High, the powers of hosts, go ahead,
shall be with you, as ye have spoken.
Keep going.
Hate the evil.
Do what?
Hate the evil.
Hate Columbus Day. It's evil. Hate. Now, wait, but we can't hate. Hate isn't in the Bible. Well, there it is right there. Amos 5 and 15. It says what?
Hate the evil.
Well, that is amazing. Listen, you Christian pastors been lying to you, man. The Bible, King James 16:11, says what?
Hate the evil.
Says that it's okay to hate evil. Go ahead.
And love the good.
And do what?
And love the good.
Keep going.
And establish judgment in the gate. And it may be the most...
Salakia. No and.
Salakia, I don't want. It may be that the Most High, the powers of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
That's right. Who is that? The Israelites, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. We have established judgment, man. It is good judgment to not celebrate Columbus Day. It is good and sound judgment and stability, like we've been talking about, right? To not participate in Halloween or the day called Samhain. You know what I'm saying? It is good. It is good not to celebrate Christmas. That's another witchcraft day. Easter, that's another witchcraft day. You know what I'm saying? Memorial Day, that's another witchcraft day. All of these so-called holidays of Esau are all witchcraft. They all are put there to remember them so that you forget you and you forget your plight as a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You understand? Keep going.
Okay. Wailing shall be in all streets.
Salakia, verse 16.
Yeah, I'm starting where I left off all the way.
16.
After thus.
Mm-hmm. No, just start at the beginning of 16 for me.
Therefore, the Most High, the power of hosts.
Therefore, the Most High, the powers of hosts. Go ahead.
The Most High.
The Lord.
The Lord saith thus.
Saith thus. Go ahead.
Wailing shall be in all streets.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas. And they shall call the husbandmen to mourning.
Mm-hmm.
And such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing.
Therefore, the Most High, the powers of hosts, the Lord saith thus. Again, this is not Gabaramath. This is not Yapashayara. This is not any man who reads this Bible. You know what I'm saying? These are the words of the Most High put on paper, man. Right? And it says that Christ is the word, right? Wailing shall be in all streets. What is wailing? Crying and screaming and sadness, right? Wailing is screaming because of sadness, right? Wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all highways, Alas, alas. Again, they're wailing. They're upset. They're crying, right? And they shall call the husbandmen to mourning. Who are the husbandmen? Those that take care of the others, right? A husband in the equestrian world would be the one that takes care of the horses, right? A husband in the world of humans is he that has a wife, he that has a bride to take care of. And isn't it amazing how a horse wears a bridle? A lot of similarities there. Let's keep going, because a lot of our terminology comes from farming, right? And such are as skillful of lamentation to wailing. They are skilled at crying, right? What do? They rip their clothes, they rent their clothes, they take dirt, they take mud and they put it on their faces and they rub it in their hair and they pull their hair out. You right? Because they're so deeply hurt, man. Keep going.
And in all vineyards shall be wailing.
And in all vineyards shall be wailing. Not some, man. Everywhere there's going to be sadness. There's going to be a showing of sadness. Keep going.
For I will pass through thee.
For I will what?
For I will pass through thee.
Listen, the Lord, listen, all that feeling will come through the Lord, man. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That is the love you have for each other. You understand? Keep going.
Saith the Most High.
Saith who?
The Most High.
Saith the Most High. You understand? Our people have become very cold when it comes to our people being killed, right? We almost have no emotion when it comes to it. We were once a people that when one of us got hurt, when one of us got wronged, the whole nation would stand up and be at arms about it. Now we're not that way. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Most High.
Do what?
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Most High.
One more time.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
To what end is it for you?
Woe, destruction to you that desire the day of the Most High. Whoa, be careful, man. Christians want the day of the Most High to come, supposedly, right? But woe to you, man. Destruction is going to follow you, man. To what end is it for you, Christian? Israelite who's not living as an Israelite, or Israelite who's still in sin? You know what I'm saying? One who is not trying to endure through the hardships of life. You want to give up, throw your hands up, go back in the world. Woe to you, man. Keep going.
Okay. The day of the Most High is darkness. And
say that again.
The day of the Most High is darkness.
The day of the Most High is darkness. Is darkness. Do Christians understand that the Bible says this? Probably not. Even if they read it, their blinders up, man. They got their fingers in their ears and their hands over their eyes, man, and their hands over their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Deaf, blind, and dumb to what the Bible actually says, man. The day of the Lord, of the Most High, is darkness. Go ahead.
And not light.
And not light. Read.
As if a man did flee from a lion.
As if a man did flee from a lion, right? Took off running from the, he's like, yo, shoot, lion. Go ahead.
And a bear met him.
And as he's sprinting and he think he got some distance, a bear comes out. Boom. And he runs up on him. Right? You ain't escaping nothing. Keep going.
Or went into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And leaned his hand on the wall.
Or went into a house thinking that you're safe inside your house. Right? Everybody thinks they're safe in their house, right? I got me a pistol. You know, I got my little heater. I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got me a machete or a machete in the back. Nobody can mess with me. I got that block of knives, man. I'm good with them. I'm very skilled, right? But as skilled as you are, you just put your hand on the wall. You just lean against the wall. And what?
And a serpent bit him.
And you get bit by a serpent. Something that you did not anticipate would be in your house has poisoned you, and you will die. Keep going.
Shall not the day of the Most High be darkness and not light?
That's just a little comparison, right? The Bible gave you some allegory of comparison. And what does it say next? Shall not the day of the Most High be darkness and not light? That says it twice. Go ahead.
Even very dark.
Even very dark. It's going to not only be a horrifying time, it's going to be absolutely horrifying. You know what I'm saying? You want to celebrate Halloween, man, you wait for the day of the Lord. If you want to see some realness with it. Keep going.
And no brightness in it.
And what?
And no brightness in it.
Another description of the same thing. Two descriptions equally the same. One step up next, and then another step up. Right? Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? That was the same thing in verse 18. Even very dark. Now we went one step further in darkness. And no brightness in it. That's pitch. You understand? Now, 21. Let's see what the Lord says about the days like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter, when your family wants to get together and sit together because everybody has that day off. We might as well get together because we never see each other. I don't never see you. Come over. Mama's cooking. You know what I'm saying? Auntie's here. Everybody got the day off. The kids ain't going to school. Come on. Go ahead.
I hate.
I what?
I hate.
Uh-oh. Verse 21, Christians. I hate. Go ahead.
I despise your feast days.
Let's look up the word despise, please.
Not okay.
Let's look up the word despise, Baba Kasha. I don't know. Despise must mean love. I don't know. I don't know, because every year you still want to celebrate these things. Bible hasn't been around for a minute.
The definition of despise.
Uh-huh.
Feel contempt or deep repugnance for.
Repugnance.
Repugnance for.
Read one more time.
Feel contempt or a deep repugnance for.
Or a deep repugnance. Right? For. Right? Contempt. That is despise as a deep hate. Keep going. Is there more on that?
La'a.
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 All right. Let's go back.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
I won't smell that nasty stank cooking that you got going on that you think is so great. I won't smell that. Do you know what a lot of Christians cook on Thanksgiving? They cook that swine, man. They make these large shrimp dinners. They you know what I'm saying? They make that lobster, that disgusting lobster. They make the mollusks. You know what I'm saying? They try to get fancy and put some octopus and squid in there. You know what I'm saying? Some seafood salad with imitation crab, trying to keep it healthy. You know what I'm saying? How disgusting is this, man? Again, read that from the beginning. I what?
I hate.
God hates. Go ahead.
I despise your feast days.
And he despises. Listen, this is a Christian's nightmare. A Christian's nightmare is when God is not all love and soft, cushy pillows shaped like hearts and velvet blankets spread out with rose petals. You know what I'm saying? No. God is right. God, until Christ comes, is spikes, studs, braids, and boots, baby. Keep going.
I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
I won't smell that stinking food you got going on there, and you're a little quiet. Everybody's all proper and prim around the table. You know what I'm saying? Kids are in the next room doing God knows what with no supervision. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Larry is in there with him. Everybody's sitting on his lap, disgusting the disgusting man that he is. Keep going.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings.
Though you cook me all that food, all that meat, all them potatoes. Go ahead.
I will not accept them.
I will not accept them. Keep your sacrifices to yourself. Go ahead.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Yes, I won't take them as a sacrifice. Go ahead.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy song.
Let's read that again.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy song.
Take your nasty, disgusting hymns, your songs, the things that you think up, that you think I might be listening to. Take them away from me too. Take away your meat and your songs. Go ahead.
For I will not hear the melody of thy viols.
The Lord calls them vials. The Lord calls them horrible things, like a scratching, like a screeching of the blackboard. A vile thing. Go ahead.
But let judgment run down as waters.
But let judgment run down as waters. Let me judge you for the foolishness of you, what you think I want to hear, what you think I want to smell. I'm going to judge you for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And righteousness as a mighty stream.
And let that judgment and righteousness come down as rain and a mighty stream. Go ahead. And do what? And wash everything away, man. You know what I'm saying? Water cleans. You know what I'm saying? Water cleans. So read that again from the beginning.
But let judgment run down as waters.
Uh-huh.
and righteousness as a mighty stream.
So those things are going to wash away the sin. You know what I'm saying? That judgment. When you have high blood pressure, when you are sitting in your house and you have a headache, you lose your vision, you got worms all in your belly because of the pork that you eat, the shrimp, crab, and lobster. I was watching on YouTube a video where they took a shrimp, squeezed it, and took some of the guts and put it under a microscope. It was full of parasites, tiny little parasite worms squirming around everywhere, man. You mean to tell me that they're eating shit and it's not and what helps it survive eating shit is not and that parasite is not going to affect you? You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor in some circles uses eating feces as a ritual of initiation. They don't crave it. When you live a certain type of lifestyle, they call it alternative. One of the things you do is you partake in some of those things, man. You lose track because of your hypersexuality. You lose track of what you're actually doing. And I'm not going to go too deep into it, but if you're an adult and you have an imagination or any type of even a little bit of intelligence, you know what I'm saying? They partake in the things of death. You understand? They go into the woods and they want to drink their own pee instead of finding water. You know what I'm saying? They'll go into the woods and they'll think there's nothing to eat, but there's vegetables and herbs everywhere. They'll say, "Oh, it's raining, but I'm so thirsty." Instead of catching some water on a leaf, man, and drink it. You understand? Finding a stream, making a fire, boiling that water, not just dipping your hand in the water that might have feces in it. They don't think about that. You understand? They don't fear the Lord, man. They don't fear the judgment the Lord might put on them. And again, look what our people are doing, man, following after such an ignorant beast. And we need to stop. What do we need to do? Listen, if you are seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know what I'm saying? Don't go seek Islam. Seek the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. Seek this truth. Seek this Bible, man, and the brothers who have been raised up to teach it correctly. Seek those things, man, because that's what's going to give you not only salvation eventually, but the strength to endure until the salvation comes. Read.
Okay. But ye had ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel?
Oh, who?
O house of Israel?
This is for only the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. It ain't talking about Chun. It's not talking about Moab. It's not talking about Ammon. It's not talking about the Canaanite. It's talking to Israel, man. Didn't say the Egyptians. It didn't say the many tribes or groups of people, sects in the Bible. It's talking about one people whom the Bible is for, written for, and by, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites. Keep going.
But ye have borne the tabernacles of your Moloch.
But ye have borne the tabernacles of who?
Of your Moloch.
Of your Moloch. Because at one time we were celebrating the god of the Chinese and the Japanese, man. The so-called Chinese and Japanese. You know what I'm saying? Moloch, the owl god, also was depicted as a cow. You know what I'm saying? Whom you would sacrifice your children to. Now, there's a place called the Grove in California, which again has a large depiction of Moloch there. You can watch Cartoon Salakia. You can watch Cartoon Network. Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and you'll still see, if you look it up, you'll see mentions of Moloch there in cartoons. Encourage the cowardly dog. You'll see mentions of these things still, because people still are worshiping them. They'll make them out to be a joke, but it's not a joke, man. Our oppressor there's nothing new under the sun, man. Keep going.
The star of your God, which ye made to yourselves.
American Idol. We get to choose who our idol is. Read that again. The star.
The star of your God.
The star of your God.
Which ye made to yourselves.
Which ye made to yourselves. Come on, America. Just dial 333-448. 333-448 if you like this one. And dial this number if you like this one. Who's going to be the next American Idol? Keep going, keep going.
Therefore, when I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus.
Therefore, what?
I will cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus.
I will cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus. And guess where America is beyond Damascus? You know what I'm saying? We are in a captivity once again. The Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian has had their land stripped away, their identity copied, mimicked, and stripped away. And we've been given a identity of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, or, which is not even what we are. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand the etymology of words. I'm not going to go into it, but we are not Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? We are not Indians. Indios, godless. We're not that either. We are the God. We are the ones who have a God, the only ones who have a true God. We are the Israelites, again, that the Bible speaks of. Let's drop that and let's go back into stability. No, you know what? So lucky. Yes, let's get 1 Corinthians 16 and 13.
Okay.
The book of 1 Corinthians 16 and 13.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 16, verse 13. Watch ye.
Do what?
Watch ye.
You watch. Go ahead.
Stand fast in the faith.
You watch and stand fast. Stay stable. Stand fast. Be grounded and don't waver. You know what I'm saying? Be strong. Stand fast. Go ahead.
Quit you like men.
Quit you like men. Men don't quit. Real men don't quit. Real men fight against all things that come. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Be strong.
Be what?
Be strong.
Be what?
Be strong.
Be strong. Go ahead.
Let all your things be done with charity.
Let all your things be done with charity. Another word for that is brotherhood, or with kind giving. Go ahead.
I beseech you.
I what?
I beseech you.
I beg you.
Brethren.
I beg you, brother. Go ahead.
Ye know the house of Stephanus.
Go ahead.
That it is the first fruits of Achaia.
Go ahead.
And that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints.
Go ahead.
That ye submit yourselves unto such.
And
to every one that helpeth with us and laboreth. I am glad of the coming of Stephanus.
Stick with your doctrine. That's what that's saying. Stick to what is good and what is brotherly. Stick to that doctrine. Keep going.
Okay.
Stick to the stability that brothers have found and don't waver from it. Keep going.
And Fortunatus,
hmm
and Achaeus, for that which was lacking on your part, they have supplied.
hmm
For they have refreshed my spirit and yours.
and
Therefore,
that's what this truth does. This truth, if you stick with it, will refresh your spirit, most definitely. It will give you a new outlook on life. That midlife crisis you think you're going through, if you're in your 40s, man, where everything just has a gray tint or hue to it. I mean, life is like, everything's been done. You know what I'm saying? You'll get new lungs, man. When you actually stop smoking, stop drinking excessively, stop smoking weed, stop jumping from bed to bed, and you stick with the women that you're with. You know what I'm saying? You will see things differently. You will live differently. You'll live better. You keep going.
therefore, acknowledge ye them that are such.
Okay, drop that. Give me Matthew 7 and 24. Matthew 7 and 24.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them,
Mm-hmm.
I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock.
Again, there's that rock, man. You build it when you come into this truth and you get out of Islam, you get out of Christianity, or the many denominations of it, when you get out of being an atheist, all that is sand. When you want a rock, you want something solid to stand on that ain't wavering, ain't moving, that's sticking and staying, man. You come into this truth, man. Keep going.
Kanado Akan, Slakia. I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
If you build your house upon this truth, nothing will be able to tear it down. No rains, no nothing. Your relatives are that rain. Your work is that rain. Your old life is that rain. Nothing will be able to tear this down, man. You'll be stable and steady. Keep going. What verse you on?
Verse 25 on
Keep
1.
going to 27. Keep going.
And the rain descended,
Uh-huh.
and the floods came,
Mm-hmm.
and the winds blew,
Mm-hmm.
and beat upon that house,
Mm-hmm.
and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and doeth them not,
Keep going.
shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built
Read that again. And
every one that heareth these sayings of mine,
everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, if you've been exposed at all to the Bible, and what?
and doeth them not,
But you don't do what you hear. If you continue in your sin, if you continue in your foolishness, what?
shall be likened unto a foolish man.
Then you will be likened to a fool. Because only a fool would not take. Let's see. So, Lakia, we are still in there. Let me just do this. All right. Salakia. We lost a little, we lost some power there. Salakia. Have to be more vigilant with that. All right. Read that again. The last verse.
And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto.
Wait a minute. Screen is frozen. Screen is frozen. How do I refresh? I can't reload this site either. Salakia. Testing 1, 2. Trooper Tamak, is my screen frozen? Give me a chat if you can hear me. Hola, sir. All right. So, Salaki, I'm going to ask one more time. You can see my screen moving right now. Oh, you good? Okay. All right. It's good. Keep going.
Everyone that heareth these sayings of mine,
and
doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand.
A foolish man builds his house on something that has no stability. Okay? In this case, if you're not dealing with the Bible and what's in it, if you're not dealing with trying to come out of your sin, if you're not dealing with the wisdom that it has to offer, if you're not dealing with the men and women of it, and you think you're going to find friends outside this truth, man, you are a fool, because they are like dealing with, they are like you trying to build your house on sand. They're not going to be stable. They're going to be blown to and fro by wind, taken by water, pushed aside with a hand, a foot, a knee. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be nothing solid about them. But in this truth, you're going to find brothers and sisters who are all about stability, who are all about brotherhood and sisterhood, which is stability, man. Not going to find this anywhere else. Understand? Last verse, Isaiah.
There was more to that.
That's all right. Last verse, Isaiah 26:4. Isaiah 26:4.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 4. Trust ye in the Lord forever.
This is what it boils down to. Either you're going to do it or you're not. Right? Because the Lord says fear him. But if you don't trust that what the Lord is telling you is right and good and true, then you're not going to listen. Read that again.
Trust ye in the Lord forever.
One more time.
Trust ye in the Lord forever.
Trust ye in the Lord for a short time.
Forever.
For 5 days.
Forever.
For a month.
Forever.
For 10 years.
Forever.
It says, trust ye in the Lord forever, man, for all of your days. You understand? Keep going.
For in the Lord, Jehovah is everlasting strength.
For in the Lord, Yahweh
is everlasting strength.
Right. God, our God of the Israelites, Yahweh, is everlasting strength, man. If you really want to come out of your being weak, being weak and tawdry, you know what I'm saying? Weak and petty. If you're a woman and you want to stop the back chat that women are so capable of, and men who act like women too, you know what I'm saying? All that extra talk. If you want to be strong, if you want to be a man who leads and leads well, you know what I'm saying? You got to trust in the Lord, man. You got to trust in the Lord, man. You can't trust in your ignorance and in your mind, which is all over the place. You got to trust in the Lord. You got to trust in the wisdom that this Bible is and has for you, and you have to seek the Lord therein. You know what I'm saying? There's so many psalms and so many proverbs that will help you deal with day-to-day situations and more acute situations that you don't know are even in there until you crack the Bible open and do some studying, man. And when you do that, you'll be stable for the first time in your life, and you can maintain that stability. That's my time. I am Priest and Officer Gabar Math, ISUPK Connecticut. We are ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana since 1969. We've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians their true culture and heritage as it pertains to the Bible history, true history, and archaeology, that we are the Israelites according to the Bible, and our oppressor, whom is the oppressor of most of the earth, is the devil, which means deceiver, that the Bible speaks of. Until next class, shalom.
Shalom.